Good evening, I'm Dana King.
And I'm Hank Plant. Our top story tonight, we expose an industry that is accused of killing some of our parents. California nursing homes is what we're talking about. Christy O'Connor begins a three-part investigation now into one of the Bay Area's most shameful secrets. Christy?
Hank, we spent 3 months investigating inside 8 Bay Area nursing homes. In each, as you'll see, we found serious problems. We want to warn you, some of what you'll see is not easy to watch.
She was just the opposite of what you think of in that era.
Artie Woobin's high-octane spirit helped her enjoy life.
She loved it so much.
As she aged, the family teased she might outlive her 17 grandchildren, whom she adored.
She'd have birthday parties at her house. Her whole life was dedicated to family. My daughter was in the hospital at one point for 2.5 months, and my mother was there every single day to see her.
It pained Velma to put her mother in a nursing home, but Velma's own health began to fail, so she felt she had no choice.
I still feel guilty, because if I had been taking care of her at home, that never would have happened.
What happened was this. Artie developed a fist-sized bed sore. Velma started writing down other startling observations.
They'd bring a tray, put it on the bedside, then they would never feed her.
Velma wrote over and over. Her mother was not getting water.
Oh, I complained every single day. I went to the nurses and I begged them. What is going on? How come you don't give her water?
Artie was so dehydrated she was hospitalized twice. Then she died from a urinary tract infection a lack of fluids can cause.
I believe that the convalescent home killed my mother.
Christy O'Connor, Channel 5. We tried to talk with Creekside Nursing Home. So you don't want to talk with us about Artie Woobin?
No, I don't. No, don't.
Can you tell us why?
Have no comment.
But Creekside's own records cast doubt on at least some of the care it gave Artie. This is her daily care chart. On March 27th and 28th, nurses note they bathe her and note how alert she is. Problem is, on those 2 days, Artie was already dead.
Then we requested the records. They went back, whited that out to cover up the fact that they had false charted after she was dead.
Attorney Leslie Clement has handled dozens of elder abuse cases.
We have probably 45 to 50 cases.
She filed suit against Creekside, claiming its negligence caused Artie's death.
It's inhumane. I mean, if you did this to your dog, they'd put you in jail. But it's being done to the elderly on a daily basis.
We wanted to witness the daily care ourselves, so we spent 3 months undercover in homes DHS had repeatedly cited for abuse or neglect.
Oh, man, they slaughtered hell in here.
At Hillview Nursing Home, the dead of summer shows up on this thermometer as 94 degrees, yet here,
oh yeah, it's hot.
And in Golden Cross Nursing Home, we find no air conditioning.
That's how much they care.
And there's often nothing to drink.
Yeah, empty.
They can't possibly be getting adequate hydration.
We showed Dr. Charlene Harrington many situations we documented.
I think it's appalling.
She used to run the division of DHS, which investigates neglect and abuse.
These are signs of neglect, negligence, and it's inadequate nursing.
Buck Walker's doctor ordered this Martinez nursing home to provide oxygen tanks so he can walk off weight that threatens his life.
It's an empty oxalate bottle. It's an oxygen bottle.
The tanks were never filled. Buck says he's gained 55 pounds.
I'm mad about that. My wife was mad about it too.
Exhaustion overtakes this young woman. The attendant calls for help, but chatting nurses don't respond.
How long did it take him to come get that the little girl, the young woman? They didn't. It took her.
These cases are an everyday occurrence in nursing homes.
We found other residents left sitting in their waste. You can't tell anything's wrong. But look what urine did to this man, left unchanged for hours.
Okay, we're almost done.
Urine burns like hot grease on an open wound.
When the wound is open, it's very painful.
Dr. Gerald Kaplan says only surgery can save him.
The wound itself is not fatal, but it can lead to fatal complications.
Okay, Mama.
Look what bed sores did to this woman's legs.
It's a horrible injury. It's a horrible way to live.
Could it happen to this man? His family feared nurses weren't turning him every 2 hours like they have to prevent bed sores, so we watched with our undercover camera. He was left motionless for more than twice the allowed time. It happened 5 times in 5 days. This nurse note confirms a few days later an open area appeared. injured. Abby Foreman had developed a bed sore. Abby's case follows a government accounting office investigation which found 30% of California nursing homes seriously injured or caused the death of residents.
If my mom and dad was alive, I would have never put them in a convalescent home.
Mary Medina sees the problem firsthand every day. She's been a certified nursing assistant in the Bay Area for 30 years. Speaking out is worth possibly losing your job?
Yes.
Mary says it is not unusual for CNAs to throw out meals before the residents have taken a bite, or to let them go unbathed for a week. What's worse?
They're rough with the patients. They're trying to make them be quiet. They slap the mouth.
Why, you may wonder. Think of these wheelchairs as patients. A CNA isn't supposed to have to take care of more than 8 at a time. Medina says she's had to take care of 53 patients by herself.
How could they possibly feed all the patients?
Time and a lot of help for people like this woman was on its way in a nursing home bill lawmakers passed last month.
Governor Davis, will you talk with us about the nursing home bill you just vetoed?
But Governor Gray Davis killed the bill.
This bill would not have only increased salaries, it would have increased penalties, doubled the fines.
And I would sign that in a heartbeat.
But Governor Davis said the bill was too expensive.
We would have had to spend over the next 5 years $500 million more, half of which the state would pay. According to the Director of Finance.
$500 million. Assemblyman Shelley, the bill's author, said it would cost about half that.
I think he made a mistake.
Critics say Davis inflated the cost just so he could veto it.
It's a shame.
Velma Gagnon, who believes a nursing home killed her mother, says the message is clear.
They're telling you that elderly people don't count. That, you know, once the sick and elderly have to be taken to a nursing facility, that they're completely forgotten about. I'm sorry.
Most nursing home residents have little or no money. They don't vote. Some people with power don't feel like they have to care much about them. Many are indeed forgotten, as we saw.
But there are regulations, it's the state's job to look after these people.
It is indeed. In fact, $21 million in taxpayer dollars goes to the state to protect nursing home residents specifically. But tomorrow night, neglect led to this woman's injury,
which you can see extends all the way around the entire left buttock.
State investigators missed the neglect, and they often do. That story and how the state fails to punish nursing homes which cause neglect and abuse.
Okay, thank you, Christy.
You bet.